Welcome back to the Worldest channel. We continue exploring Istanbul and hope you enjoy the adventure with us. So let's move on.
I did it. I woke up at 6 a.m. I thought that under normal circumstances I would never do that, but it's Istanbul and the sunrise is kind of a magical time.
Oh, here is my first friend. I think she doesn't like me.
Heading to our destination point, I'll tell you a little bit about the properties we've chosen here and the districts. So this time we stopped at Karaköy. I really hope I pronounced it properly, but I'm not sure. And that's really perfect spot because it's very close to the historical center like Fatih with all of the mosques, and it's also close to any other sightseeing points at Bayaglu, Taksim district. And next week we'll change our location and stop at Fatih because I really want to feel that atmosphere of waking up with the mosques. I know I will be woken up by that, but I need to experience that. Roma and I are choosing walking around the city. We do not use transport that often. And by the way, girls, that's a really good hint how to not to gain weight here in Istanbul because the cuisine is just fabulous and you will eat a lot, trust me. So when you walk like 20-30 kilometers a day, you will be fine. Okay, we came to our destination point, which is Galata Bridge. It connects two districts of European side of Istanbul. And by the way, a couple of hints about the photos. If you want to have a good photo of historical center, you need to do it during the sunrise. However, if you want to make a photo of the opposite side with a Galata Tower, I would recommend you to do that during the sunset from that side. And by the way, if you go downstairs, you will see a lot of restaurants over there, and it's so nice to, have lunch or dinner and enjoy an amazing, breathtaking view of Istanbul.
Do you see these guys enjoying the fishing on the bridge? Some say they catch the fish and bring it straight to the restaurants that are located on the Galata bridge. Guess who are the loyal customers here? Cats! Look at these cuties! Frankly, I was so amazed by the attitude towards the stray animals here. You'll see a dozen of containers with the food and water on the streets. And I believe these little guys are never hungry in this city. They even have their own apartments. That's something each of us should implement back home, right? And now we are going to meet our Turkish friend Yusuf, who will tell us more about the city and life here. We decided to meet at Balat, which is one of the most colorful neighborhoods we've seen here. Look how cute it is! This is also a popular spot for taking photos for your social media.
Merhaba Yusuf.
Merhaba.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. We really wanted to find a person who lives in Istanbul and can tell us a bit more about the life in this city, its traditions, customs, cuisine. So can you tell us a bit about yourself, what you do for a living, and for how long have you been living in Istanbul?
I'm Yusuf from Istanbul. I'm an English teacher actually. I was born and raised here. I'm 32 years old. I've been living here for 32 years. This is my city, my hometown. Istanbul is unique, especially for tourists. It attracts everybody because at the same time, you can live in one city but two continents. You cannot do this anywhere in the world.
By the way, talking about the tourists, what are the top 3 places you can recommend to all the visitors to go?
Galata Tower, as you can see.
Galata Tower.
And Maiden Tower,
Maiden Tower.
Kız Kulesi. In Turkish we say Kız Kulesi, they say Maiden Tower. And of course Hagia Sophia, Hagia Sophia. And now it is open free because they are using as mosque. You can go. And this is the top 3 places, I think. But for the view, Golden Horn in say with Turkish Haliç, we say Golden Horn. Here is the most, it's the best places. Bosphorus, for example, Bebek, Ortaköy, they are the best places. Yeah, lots of places in Istanbul.
And what is your favorite? Like one favorite?
My favorite is actually Kadıköy because I am fan of Fenerbahçe, football team, sport club. That's why I love Kadıköy, Anatolian side very much. But in European side, I think Ortaköy, I like it because we are so close to the bridge and the view, the mosque, bridge and the Bosphorus is very good view.
Talking about the money, by the way, what do you think? What should be the income for the people to feel comfortable in Istanbul, considering the fact that you need to pay for rent in the apartment, transportation, food?
It depends the place actually. For example, if you rent a flat in, for example, Fatih, it will be cheaper. But if you rent from Taksim or Nişantaşı or Cihangir or Arnavutköy, it can be higher. Very expensive places. And the minimum wage is 2,500 liras, nearly. But it's not enough to live here because inflation are so high right now. Turkish economy is not good nowadays. For example, in the United States, $2,000 it's minimum wage, for example, but you can buy an iPhone for $1,000. But in Turkey, 2,500 Turkish liras your income, but iPhone is minimum 10,000 Turkish liras, for example. The inflation is so high, the taxes is so high, so right now it's not enough minimum wage to live. You have to be a little rich in Istanbul, I think.
What about Grand Bazaar? Is it just a tourist attraction or you also do shopping there?
Yeah, we can also shopping there in Grand Bazaar, but mostly tourists go there because it attracts tourists so much. There are lots of shops, lots of I can't count them. And the most important thing is that the shop owners can speak every language in the world. Yeah. When they look at you, they can understand you're from Russia, and they start to speak Russian. You're from Brazil, they can speak Portuguese. You're from America, they can speak English. They can understand just by looking at you. Yeah, they are so professional about that. Yeah, very professional. So it's very crazy places, and one of the best attractions in Istanbul is Grand Bazaar. Yeah, you can improve your language in Grand Bazaar. Actually, if you wanna learn to speak a language, you can go to Grand Bazaar. If you work in Grand Bazaar for 6 months, you can speak all of the languages. I think.
Cool. Thank you so much, Yusuf. And the last question I want to ask, what hints can you give to all the tourists that come to Istanbul? Like a few hints, tips.
Tips, okay. First of all, come here with dollar or euro or pound because it's very valuable against Turkish liras. And when you come, maybe you can have difficulties because speaking English is not good in here. You can't speak English to someone. They can speak a little. You have to know this. And don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. I think because they can be bad people. But you will love Istanbul. You will fall in love here because I think it's the best city in the world. I don't know. I have never been abroad, but I don't know. I can't find a place just like here. I don't know. This is the tips. Yeah.
You're very patriotic, Yusuf. This is just great. Thank you so much for taking the time and sharing your experience living here, sharing some tips with us. We are in love with Istanbul, and I hope all of our subscribers to visit Istanbul at least once, and I'm pretty sure they will love it as well.
I guess it's time to get something for lunch. And that's where the fun begins. Since I'm a vegetarian, it's not that easy to find veggie food here, especially when it comes to street food. The national cuisine includes a lot of meat, such as beef, pork, chicken, etc. However, I was lucky to find a veggie sandwich right next to Grand Bazaar.
I finally found a vegetarian sandwich and I asked him to put as many French fries as possible.
I know that a lot of you are scared of trying street food. I can't relate. However, the Turkish street food is so delicious and I didn't have any issues. Also, we'll have an episode about the food we tried in Turkey soon. The Grand Bazaar is a unique place where you can buy anything. We bought some tea and Turkish delights to bring back home. If you want to experience the Grand Bazaar shopping, don't be shy and try to bargain. You'll find it entertaining and quite cognitive. We tried it a few times and I noticed how excited local sellers are when they see that you are ready to negotiate. And here we are, Istiklal Street, the most crowded street with a bunch of shops, restaurants, galleries, etc. It's 1.5 kilometers long and runs from Taksim Square straight to the Galata Tower. It's pretty fun here at night and it reminds me of the streets in Central Europe a little bit. Oh, I found him! An ice cream guy. This is a really cool attraction for both kids and adults. Just watch it.
It's so cold that you can bring it back home. It's valid for 72 hours. Good idea for souvenirs.
There was a place we didn't expect to see in Istanbul, Roman Catholic Church. I'm so glad I accidentally looked at the left while walking down the Istiklal Street and saw this beautiful cathedral. It's called the Church of St. Anthony of Padua and is an example of Italian neo-Gothic architecture. Pope John XIII visited the church in 2003 and conducted a service there. Here you can see his statue next to the entrance.
I'm tired of so many people. I wish I could escape to a place with almost no people. Can I do that? That's so much better. Okay, I let the cat out of the bag. The place we escaped to is called Arnavutköy. This is the district between Bebek and Beşiktaş that is not so popular among the tourists. So I just shared with you one more spot that you can include to your places to visit in Istanbul list. And as for me, this is the perfect place to say goodbye and thank you, Istanbul, for a great time.